The Hall of Fame festivities in Canton, Ohio this weekend were such a reminder of the powerful emotional currency of nostalgia. Nostalgia takes you back, and it opens up a box of feelings that sometimes you haven't tapped into for a while. And it made me question why we do Hall of Fames in general. And before we get into some of the specific speeches and who was honored out in Canton, just the idea of Hall of Fames. You don't have them as well publicized or celebrated in other industries. I'm not sure the dentistry Hall of Fame could get 10,000 outside in Canton, Ohio.
Probably not.
But we do this for several reasons, I think, and I was thinking about it this weekend. We do it obviously to honor those legends who have meant so much to us. It's tapping into that nostalgia, the players from our childhood who gave us those memories that connected us with the game. It's important to honor them, recognize them. Everyone in life wants to be seen, and not just on Peacock or heard on Westwood One or on SiriusXM 211 or on the Rich Eisen Show, Instagram, podcast, all that stuff. But you want to be recognized and seen and felt like you matter, and to be honored for those accomplishments when we don't see the nights in the gym. We don't see the two-a-days. We don't see the cross-country flights. We don't see the missing of birthdays and family celebrations. So we honor these men who get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then it's to educate. I believe a big reason why we put on these festivities is to educate the next generation. Is to educate future football fans on who these men were, who gave their lives to entertain us on Sundays and Monday nights. So it's to educate that next generation. And through that education, we hope to inspire future football fans to want to go out there and contribute to the game, be a part of the game. The celebrations this weekend, not solely focused on the players. You had iconic coaches being inducted, members of the media, people who touch and support football behind the scenes in different ways. So it's to inspire not just future players, but future fans and commentators and coaches. And I think that all in all, you know, the festivities this weekend, they went off fantastic. You know, here we are in a pandemic. Here we are with the 2020 class, the 2021 class. There was talks about these speeches. Are we going to get another Ray Lewis 35 minutes? Are we going to get, you know, and it's hard. I remember there was an actor I'm dear friends with, and he wanted to start a workshop. And he asked for people who were attending the workshop that day, there were about 70 of us, to go around the room and tell your entire life story in 4 minutes. It's a very powerful exercise. Your entire life story in 4 minutes. Who are you going to acknowledge? What moments of triumph do you want to highlight? Are there things in your journey that you find important for others to know that you overcame? You and I were playing golf the other day, and it sort of came up that I had 2 staph infections in the bone of my knee in high school, and then screws put in my ankle. And as an intern at Murder Inc. Records, the screws popped in my ankle. And an A&R whose name was Hip Hop looked at me and said, "Oh, the intern fell." That was a moment in my life. Does it make my 4 minutes? I'm not sure. I have to figure that out during the exercise. But I challenge you today, take 4 minutes to tell your life story. And it's wild what comes up, who you forgot, who you didn't include, what you focused on for 90 seconds of the 4 minutes. Now you're asking these men to get up there who are emotional and in front of thousands of people to sum up their football lives in 7 minutes. It's hard. And I think the guys did an incredible job. I think having those parameters, everybody knew, hey, this is what it is this year. And everybody stepped up and was able to deliver moments that were, again, honoring the work that they had done as football players, educating the next generation of football fans as to who they were and what made their journey special, and inspiring people who, when you watch Kurt Warner talk about almost being homeless and living out of a car with his family and counting the pennies in the seat of the car to figure out their next move, and saying to himself, my family deserves better than this. It's incredible. And that's inspiring. And the fact that so much of life and so much of these guys' journeys is just keep going. Mm-hmm. There's so many exit paths you can take on the football journey and your journey in your own life, but the determination to keep going. We talk a lot about it on this show. Ben Lyons in for Rich on the Rich Eisen Show. We'll have Jim Trotter from the NFL Network coming up in about 40 minutes or so. He was on the ground in Canton, Ohio. We talk so much about greatness, achieving it, how hard it is to be on top of the mountain. But then as sports fans, we say, do it again. Get back to the mountain. Get one more time on the mountain. Oh, you climbed that mountain? Now climb this mountain. Or how about this mountain? And just to do it again and to keep going. That was a theme of the weekend. And I was like you, TJ. I was feeling a little emotional, a little in my feelings, biting the towel in the washcloth, biting the towel, just weeping.
Tark style?
Just Tark style. When I'm seeing Charles Woodson get up there and sing to his mom. Oh. And this is a guy who, inspired me to want to attend the University of Michigan.
Oh, word?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? When he put the rose in his mouth after the Big Ten title, it's incredible. Iconic stuff. The Heisman Trophy playing both ways. And now here he is on the Hall of Fame stage with his mother. It's an amazing moment. I think family too, a real theme. Yes. I talked about Kurt Warner and acknowledging his family. Charles Woodson singing to his mom on stage. Peyton Manning, you knew he was going to get up there and give a slick, funny, self-deprecating monologue. He's done Saturday Night Live. He's done all the commercials. He was very funny, took some shots at Brady. But then when he got talking about his dad, that's when his voice broke. When he started talking about Archie and he started talking about family. And that's when the persona, the charisma maybe kind of came off a little bit. And the person was in there, the man, and the vulnerability. And that was an emotional moment, I think. So family, a huge theme this weekend. And yeah, nostalgia. I mean, I remember watching Peyton Manning's, career at Tennessee, and now here he is with a gold bust in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. It's kind of wild. It makes you start to get introspective in your own journey, in your own life.
Absolutely.
Think about where you are now and who's surrounding you was part of it back then. And it's a lot of emotions. For men who don't typically show emotion, who aren't encouraged or always
that's such an
interesting
point, Ben, because it's the NFL. They wear helmets, they wear pads, they are shielded from the fans who cheer from them in that aspect, and they're taught from a very young age to be warriors and gladiators and tough and shake it off and to not show emotion, and that's who we see their entire college careers, their entire pro careers, and then this one moment they're up there, they're talking about all the accomplishments, but then they talk about the family, and then that's where the shields come down, and they get so emotional, and we can see who they are as men and family members and sons and brothers, and it's really awesome to see. It's really great.
And you think about it in those moments, recognizing our heroes, these men we're honoring, these men we've been inspired to want to emulate or support or cheer for, have been such a focus of inspiration in our life. If you see that that's where their shield comes down, that's where their vulnerabilities exist, it's in those family moments, it should be a reminder to all of us to check in with family and to connect with family and log off your timeline and look at see what's going on in the lives of the people around you. Jimmy Johnson was up there talking about QTL, quality time left. Yeah. That's real. Quality time left. How many moments do you have on the timeline left that you can share with the people you care about and let them know? It's not only just about you, but it's about giving of yourself to those other people so they can have quality time left. I really appreciate taking a beat as we embark on this new NFL season. We had the Hall of Fame game the other night. Still waiting on the Dallas Cowboys to score a touchdown. We'll see if we can get all the way to September.
Here we go.
1 month from tonight, boys.
Right, we have 1 month to the actual, to the actual season. And I think the way that the calendar rolls out, to have this moment to recognize, honor the past, inspire the future, to check in with family, recognize what's important before we embark on an NFL season. I think it's really special, and it was fun to watch this weekend.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.